Ever wonder what happens when the global economy decides to throw a dance-off, with everyone trying to outdo the US dollar with their own moves? Well, let's put on our dancing shoes and take a closer look. You see, for decades, the US dollar has been the reigning champion of the global economy. Like the most popular kid in school, it has been setting the pace, dictating the rhythm, and controlling the flow of the worldwide financial dance floor. It's been the currency everyone wants to hold, the one everyone uses for international trade, and the one that sets the benchmark for global financial health. But what if the dance floor started to change? What if other currencies decided they wanted a shot at the limelight, a chance to lead the dance? That's precisely what we're starting to see in the world today. It's a phenomenon economists call de-dollarization. Countries around the globe are looking to pump up their own beats, turning to their own currencies to manage their economies. They're tired of dancing to the dollar's tune, of being at the mercy of its ups and downs, and they're ready for a remix. This shift is like a school's popular kid who decides who gets invited to the parties and who doesn't. Some countries are tired of this drama, of the dollar's dominance, and they're looking for new friends, new currencies to hang with. They're not content to be left out of the fun or suddenly uninvited. The question is, can these countries make their move? Can they establish their currencies as viable alternatives to the dollar? And if they do, what will it mean for the global economic dance floor? We're about to find out. The beats are shifting, the dancers are getting restless, and the global economy is poised for a remix like never before. So imagine if the US dollar was the school's popular kid who decides who gets invited to the parties and who doesn't. The dance-off is on, and it's going to be a thrilling spectacle. What if countries decided they're tired of this drama and started looking for new friends to hang with? Just like a dance-off where everyone's trying to outdo the popular kid with their own moves, countries are remixing their approach to their economies. They're amping up their own beats, not just bobbing their heads to someone else's playlist. Consider it this way. You're hosting a party. You've got your playlist ready, your own mix that you've carefully curated to set the mood. But then, the DJ, who happens to be the most popular kid in school, bails. What do? You don't let that ruin your party. Instead, you turn up your own music, your own beats. The party keeps going, and it's all on your terms. That's what these countries are doing. They're turning up their own beats, strengthening their own economies without relying on the US dollar. They're not just passively accepting the tunes set by the US dollar. They're creating their own rhythm, their own vibes. They're taking control of the stereo and making sure their parties are cool, even if the DJ bails. By using their own currencies, they're not just controlling the volume of their economies, they're also controlling the beats and the vibe. They're deciding what gets played and when it gets played. They're setting their own monetary policies, their own economic agendas. But this isn't just about playing their own music, it's about making sure their economies are resilient, capable of withstanding shocks and upheavals. It's about ensuring their economies are inclusive, that they're not just catering to the interests of a few, but are benefiting everyone. And ultimately, it's about autonomy. It's about these countries being able to stand on their own feet, to dance to their own tunes, to control their own destinies. They're not just reacting to the moves of the US dollar, they're proactively shaping their own economic futures. By using their own currencies, they hope to control the volume, beats, and vibe of their economic parties. They're amplifying their own beats, remixing their own futures, and in doing so, they're reshaping the global economic dance floor. As countries start grooving to their own tunes, what changes can we expect on the dance floor of international trade? Well, imagine a party where everyone's dancing to their own beats. There's a unique rhythm in every corner, a different vibe with each group. It's a melting pot of melodies, a symphony of sounds. That's how the international trade scene might look like, with countries swaying to their own economic tunes. Previously, everyone was trying to match steps with the US dollar, the DJ who controlled the party playlist. But now, it's like everyone has their own wireless headphones, each tuned to a different station. Countries are finding new dance partners, forming alliances that were once unthinkable. Take China and Russia, for instance. They've been stepping up their dance routine, trading more in their own currencies and less in US dollars. They're creating a whole new dance style that others might soon follow. Or consider the European Union. They've been working on their own choreography for years, strengthening the Euro's role on the global stage. They've been inviting others to join their dance circle, expanding their influence and reducing their reliance on the US dollar. And then there are countries in Africa, Latin America, and Asia They're experimenting with new dance moves, exploring regional trade agreements, and strengthening their economic ties. They're not just following the lead anymore. They're creating their own dance patterns, their own unique rhythms. These new dance partnerships are transforming the global trade scene. They're creating a multicultural dance floor, where everyone's not trying to dance to the same song. They're challenging the status quo, shaking up the traditional dance routines, and bringing in fresh energy and dynamism to the party. But, as with any dance-off, there's a certain level of uncertainty. Will these new dance moves catch on? Will they be able to keep up with the fast-paced beats of the global economy? Only time will tell. For now, it's fascinating to watch these new dance partnerships emerge, these new alliances form. It's like witnessing a live rehearsal of a grand global performance, where each country is working on its own choreography, ready to showcase its unique dance style. This could mean a multicultural dance floor where everyone's not trying to dance to the same song. What happens if fewer folks request the US dollar's tracks? A compelling question that we're about to delve into. Imagine a party where everyone's dancing to their own beat. The US dollar, once the go-to DJ, now finds itself amidst a changing rhythm. As countries start to pump up their own currencies and diversify their economic playlists, the dollar might find its solo act losing some of its spotlight. It's a shift that could reshape the global economic dance floor. Now, this doesn't mean the dollar is about to pack up its turntables. Far from it. The US dollar remains a heavyweight in the world of finance, underpinning many global transactions. It's more like the dollar's role is diversifying, evolving. It's not just about playing the hits anymore. It's about adapting to a richer mix of beats. In the grand scheme of things, this could be beneficial. A dance floor dominated by one DJ can become monotonous. But as new currencies come into play, the tune changes, bringing fresh dynamics to the global economy. It's a remix, a rejuvenation that could potentially stabilize the global economic groove. But what does this mean for the US dollar itself? Well, its value could change. When a currency is in high demand, its value increases. But if that demand decreases, so could its value. However, a less dominant dollar could also mean less pressure on the US economy, potentially reducing the risk of financial crises. And for the rest of the world? Well, a more diverse monetary playlist could lead to more balanced global trade. It could mean fewer economic shockwaves when one currency stumbles. It could mean a more resilient and inclusive global economy where everyone gets a chance to dance to their own beat. But remember, change is a process. It's a dance that requires practice, patience, and a willingness to embrace new rhythms. This doesn't mean the dollar will stop playing, but it might not control the playlist like it used to. So let's all keep our ears open, ready to groove to the changing beats of global finance. Imagine a dance floor where not just one, but multiple DJs are spinning tracks that everyone's into. This is the essence of a multipolar global economy, where not just the US dollar, but multiple currencies, each with their own unique rhythm and beat, take the stage. In this future dance-off, it's not about outdoing one another, but about complementing and enriching the overall performance. Imagine the euro, the yen, the yuan, and other currencies, each playing their part, adding depth and diversity to the global economic dance floor. This doesn't mean the US dollar will lose its groove. Like an experienced DJ, it still knows how to get the crowd moving. But now, it's not the only act in town. Other currencies are stepping up, spinning their own tracks, and proving they can keep the party going too. And as these new DJs start to play their tunes, the dance floor starts to change. It's no longer about syncing to one beat, but about moving to a richer mix of rhythms. This could lead to a more balanced global economy, less prone to the kind of shocks that can bring the party to a sudden halt. Now, you might be wondering, how do we ensure smooth transitions between these different beats? How do we prevent clashes and discord? Well, that's where international cooperation and sound economic policies come in. Just like DJs need to coordinate their sets to keep the party going, countries need to work together, ensuring their economic policies are in harmony. We're talking about everything from trade agreements to fiscal and monetary policies. It's about finding the right mix, the right balance to ensure the global economy doesn't miss a beat. And let's not forget about the spectators turned dancers. Businesses and investors, they too have a role to play. They need to adapt their moves to these new beats, investing in different markets, diversifying their portfolios, and embracing the opportunities that this multipolar world presents. This could lead to a richer mix of beats that could stabilize the global economy. It's a future where the dance floor is more inclusive, dynamic, and resilient, a global dance-off that promises to redefine the rhythms of international finance and trade. So let's get ready to move to this new beat, and let's see where this dance takes us. What if digital currencies and blockchain are the new cutting-edge DJ equipment? Picture this. You're at a party, and instead of one DJ controlling the music, every guest has a say in the playlist. That's the potential power of digital currencies and blockchain. They could revolutionize the way we mix and share money, just like a DJ remixes tracks to create a unique sound. Blockchain, the technology underpinning digital currencies like Bitcoin, acts like a shared ledger, recording transactions across a network. It adds a level of transparency, security, and decentralization that traditional systems can't match. Imagine if everyone at the party could see the DJ's playlist and verify the track list. That's the kind of accountability blockchain offers. Now let's add digital currencies to the mix. They're like the songs on the DJ's playlist, diverse, fluid, and global. They aren't tied to a specific country or central authority, which allows them to move freely across borders, much like a catchy tune can get everyone on the dance floor, no matter where they're from. Together, blockchain and digital currencies could create a global financial system that's more inclusive, dynamic, and balanced. They could allow countries to dance to their own beat without having to follow the rhythm set by the US dollar. But just like a DJ needs to know their equipment to create a great mix, we need to understand and navigate the complexities of digital currencies and blockchain. It's a new way of doing things, and with it comes new challenges. There will be missteps and false starts, but also opportunities for innovation and growth. So, as we step onto this new dance floor, let's embrace the rhythm of change. Let's explore the possibilities of this digital remix and see where the music takes us. Because in this global economic party, everyone should have a chance to dance to their own beat. They could make it easier for everyone to get down without needing the dollar to dictate the dance moves. And that, my friends, could be the future of our global economic groove. Moving to a new groove ain't easy. There'll be missteps, some folks might resist changing the music, and new DJs will need to set up their equipment. Like any significant shift, the transition away from the dominance of the US dollar faces its fair share of challenges. It's a dance-off on a global scale, and not everyone is ready or willing to learn the new steps. Firstly, there's the comfort of the familiar. The US dollar has long been the world's go-to currency, the reliable rhythm that underpins global trade. It's a tune that everyone knows and can dance to, convincing countries to change their dance steps to turn up the volume on their own currencies is a challenge tantamount to reinventing the wheel. Secondly, there's the issue of stability. Moving away from the US dollar could lead to economic instability, at least in the short term. It's like switching the music in the middle of a dance-off. There could be a moment of chaos, of uncertainty, as everyone adjusts to the new beat. Thirdly, we have the technological challenge. Digital currencies and blockchain are the new DJ equipment on the block. But setting up this equipment, ensuring it works seamlessly, and getting everyone to understand and trust it is no small task. It's a challenge that requires both time and resources. However, despite these challenges, the opportunities are immense. This economic transition could lead to a more balanced and resilient global economy. Countries could gain more control over their own economic destinies without having to dance to the US dollar's tune. Moreover, the rise of digital currencies could democratize finance, making it easier for everyone to participate in the global economy. It's like opening up the dance floor to everyone, regardless of their dancing skills. So, yes, there will be missteps. Yes, there will be resistance. And yes, the new DJs will need time to set up their equipment. But this is a chance to remix the global party scene, making it more inclusive and dynamic. De-dollarization is like the world's financial systems getting ready for a massive remix. It's a bold step, a shuffle away from the familiar beat of the US dollar towards a more diverse, balanced, and resilient economic dance floor. We've seen countries pumping up their own beats, striving to control the vibe of their economic parties. We've witnessed the formation of new dance partnerships as nations groove to their tunes, transforming the global trade into a multicultural dance floor. We've also discussed the dollar's potential solo act, not being the main event at every party, and the prospect of a multipolar groove where multiple currencies spin their own tracks. And let's not forget about the digital DJing with blockchain, the cutting-edge equipment that could revolutionize how the economic music is mixed and shared. The next economic hit might just be around the corner, waiting for its chance to play. Thank you for joining us on this dance floor of global economics. Don't forget to subscribe for more thought-provoking content.